It's no coincidence that you're watching this video right now. Today, you're hearing from God, and He has two crucial messages for you. To benefit from these messages, watch the video until the end. Those in abundance can make donations. Your name was mentioned in a secret meeting that was raided by the authorities. A prominent figure is involved, and their plan to eliminate you is crumbling. The time has come for you to uncover the truth. What has been concealed in the shadows is finally coming to light. Your adversaries believed they could assassinate you in secret, but God intervened and exposed their plans. Prepare to be astounded by what you'll hear. To claim this message, type, "I am ready for the truth," and support us with a super thanks up to $30. You may be confused right now, wondering how your name ended up in such a perilous game. Let me assure you, God was aware of this long before it unfolded. He allowed this exposure to occur so that you would be safe. Yes, individuals in positions of authority have been complicit in this plot that has been simmering behind your back for months or perhaps years. They've been observing everything you do, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. However, God orchestrated this raid in His infinite wisdom to thwart their plans. This very moment is your deliverance from the enemy's grasp. To claim this message, type, "I am delivered." Be assured, things are not as they seem. Despite powerful forces opposing you, God is greater. Influential, well-known, and wealthy individuals considered you a threat. Perhaps you're unaware of your potential, but they knew and feared your potential. They attempted to stop you before you even discovered your true calling. However, their fear is unfounded. They should have been afraid of the God who battles for you and stands by your side. Who can be against you when God is on your side? To claim this message, type, "God is for me." The plot's celebrity believed they were untouchable. They spread false information, manipulated people, and caused chaos in your life using their fame and power. However, their standing is declining. They thought their status would protect them, but God is dismantling them. Their lies and defamatory remarks are coming to light. Even those they once controlled are now turning against them, proving that their renown cannot shield them from God's punishment. Now things are turning in your favor. The tables are turning to take ownership of this notification. The most painful part is that someone close to you was also a part of the plot against you, in addition to strong strangers. You would never suspect someone like this, even though you trusted them. They were involved in the scheme to bring you down and have been providing information to your adversaries. Betrayal hurts, but you must accept that this is a necessary step in God's plan to reveal the truth. The traitor will come to light, and their dishonesty will no longer be hidden. Although it hurts, it's essential for your growth and safety. To claim this message, type, "I see the betrayer." It's easy to feel like the world is falling apart during these times, but God wants you to know that this is not the end. This is only the beginning. This exposure serves as a purification process. You are free to move forward without interference from those who attempted to harm you. God is removing the obstacle that stood in your way. You have a brighter future ahead of you than you can ever imagine, filled with fresh connections, benefits, and possibilities. To claim this message, type, "I am ready for my blessings." You may have felt trapped or like your life was going in the wrong direction for a while. These negative forces were actually trying to thwart your destiny. However, God has been preparing the ground for your return. This is just a phase of the refinement process you're going through. You're being refined for greater things, just like gold is purified in fire. You've been tested by conspiracy, slander, and betrayal, but you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Input: I am refined to take ownership of this message. You can get angel protection from the join button for angel protection and support us with a super thanks. God is using what the adversary intended for harm to your benefit. All this controversy, treachery, and public exposure is paving the way for your advancement. Now, those who tried to bring you down will have to watch as God raises you. They tried to damage your reputation, but it will be restored and glorified. God is setting a table for you to feast in front of your adversaries. All they can do is watch your ascent. You're entering the fullness of your purpose. The period of hiding is over. Click. I am stepping into my purpose to take ownership of this message. But now is not the time to relax. God is calling you to action. He's granting you the power to speak life into your circumstances. Now is the time to take stock of your life and say, I'm done. You have the power to speak the destiny God has for you into existence. You have the power to speak life and death. Proclaim that the enemy's schemes will fail and that no weapon fashioned against you will succeed. Declare that doors of opportunity are opening and you are walking in God's favor. Click. I declare victory and take ownership of this message. Get ready because what comes next will be unlike anything you have ever encountered. A very influential person is about to enter your life and completely transform it. This person can elevate you to a level beyond your wildest expectations through their connections, resources, and influence. They have been observing you from a distance and have witnessed your faith, tenacity, and honesty. This individual is a divine link that God is sending to help you achieve your goals. Doors that have been closed for years will suddenly open when they enter your life. To take possession of this message, type, I am ready for divine favor. Although monetary blessings are important, this is more than that. It's about embracing the purpose that God has given you. Now that you've survived the fire, it's time to fully experience all that God has in store for you. In ways you never would have imagined, the person who is about to enter your life will act as a heavenly catalyst, assisting you in realizing your destiny. This is your moment to shine, your chance to assert your dominance and strength. Type, I am walking in power to take ownership of this message. God is preparing the way for something amazing, not just removing the roadblocks in your way. The gifts God is going to shower upon you will not only benefit you, but also everyone you know and love. Your friends, family, and even complete strangers will be blessed beyond measure. Because of your unwavering faithfulness during challenging times, God is now publicly rewarding you. You will become a living embodiment of God's favor and goodness. To verify this message, input, I am a testimony. The most surprising revelation is that the individuals who conspired against you will soon return and seek your forgiveness. Even the well-known person who participated in this plan will be compelled to acknowledge God's presence in your life. They will publicly confess their mistakes and gain even more credit as a result. Millions of people will witness their apology, and everyone will see your name cleared. The very thing that was intended to harm you will ultimately empower and influence you. To claim this message, type, I am vindicated. However, be prepared to forgive. Upon their humbled and remorseful arrival before you, remember that God is the ultimate arbiter. It is unnecessary to harbor resentment because you have already emerged victorious. Pardoning someone is your final victory dance. By extending forgiveness, you break free from the shackles of the past and fully embrace the future God has planned for you. Can you forgive those who attempted to harm you? This is the final test. If you succeed, you will experience an indescribable joy and peace. Type, I forgive and release to claim ownership of this message. Now take a deep breath and acknowledge the profound significance of this moment. God orchestrated all the events, including the betrayal, the falsehoods, and the conspiracy, to set you up for success. After traversing the valley, you are now ascending to the summit of the mountain. This is the time of year to heal yourself. God is returning everything that was taken from you, your joy, your tranquility, and your reputation sevenfold. You are entering a time of abundance in all aspects of your life, not just financial prosperity. Input, I receive restoration to make this message truly yours. As you approach this shift, the spiritual war you've been battling is about to intensify. There will be a final desperate attempt at sabotage by someone close to you, which they hope will ultimately break you. They are unaware, however, that their scheme is already doomed. Angels have been placed by God to guard you. Instead of being caught off guard, you will be able to see their attack approaching from a great distance and witness their attempts fail right before your eyes. All of your enemies will finally be vanquished in this very moment. To claim this message, type, I see their defeat, and just when you believe the storm has passed, there will be another startling revelation. It will be revealed that one of your adversaries, someone who once proudly opposed you, has fallen into shame and lost all of their former assets, including their influence, authority, and notoriety. Everything will be taken away. Everyone will be in disbelief at this public and humiliating fall from grace. You won't have to do anything, though. God will take care of everything, and the world will witness His justice being served in real time. These types of messages, "God fights for me," are used to validate this message. The unexpected twist, however, is that someone who has severely wounded you in the past will reappear in your life, this time as an ally rather than an adversary. After a moment of heavenly insight, they experienced a change of heart and realized their mistakes. They will sincerely apologize and offer to make amends. This individual will present you with a gift, a token of their contrition, and it will be something so priceless and valuable that you will know it could only have come from God. This is how He transforms your suffering into something beautiful. To claim this message, type, "I accept the blessing." As you proceed, doors that have been closed for years will suddenly open for you. All the relationships and opportunities that previously seemed unattainable will start to work in your favor. This is not a coincidence, it's divine arrangement. These are the times God has been waiting for you. The timing couldn't be more perfect. People in influential positions, whom you once admired, will suddenly approach you with offers of cooperation and investment in your project. A season of divine favor, unlike anything you've experienced before, is upon you. Input: I am favored to take ownership of this message. God will give you a platform so big that it will dwarf your wildest expectations. You will now hold the influence and power that were previously used against you. Your words will have the power of heaven, and you will be in positions to speak truth to hundreds, even millions of people. You've reached this point of elevation through every action you've taken and every struggle you've endured. The world will witness God's favor over your life, and others will be drawn to Him through your testimony. Input: I am elevated to take ownership of this message. Therefore, God is with you as you move forward from this point. You are in His hands, and He has bigger plans for you than you can even imagine. Now that the storm has passed and the opposition has been defeated, you can move forward in victory. Now is your chance to shine. Now is the time to fulfill all the promises God has made to you. Nothing can undo God's plans for your life. Step forward with authority and faith, and watch the impossible become achievable. Right. I walk in victory to own this message. The second message is next, but those who want to support us and receive the protection of the guardian angels can support us by clicking on the join button. Now let's move on to the second important message. The angels are sending you very important messages, my child. The first point is that you defeated them at their own game and gave them a taste of their own medicine, which is truly very powerful. Someone tried to control you in your life. They believed they could manipulate you, outsmart you, and exploit your emotions. They were unaware of your strength and intelligence, yet they believed they could prevail. However, the angels want you to know that you always have the upper hand because you thwarted their plans. You remained composed throughout their conspiracy, displaying unwavering faith in the angels' guidance. Instead of expressing anger or resentment, you have remained calm and composed, refusing to conform to their wishes as they played their games. You remained steadfast in your true self and exposed their manipulations. Their attempt has now backfired, forcing them to face the consequences of their actions. The angels are astounded by your fortitude and recognize your immense power. You've already demonstrated your strength, intelligence, and fortitude. It's time to embrace the new beginnings that await you now. Additionally, your Heavenly Father is preparing extraordinary blessings for you. He is opening doors to greater peace, joy, and success for you because you remained true to yourself and followed His counsel. Imagine stepping into a beautiful garden bathed in sunlight and adorned with vibrant, colorful flowers, after passing through a cheerful, inviting door. Each flower in your life represents a fresh opportunity. Father wants you to know that the best is yet to come, and this is merely the beginning of your journey. Be strong and devoted. Have faith that Heavenly Father guides you at every turn. Remember that obstacles are merely a part of the path, even when they appear. Every obstacle presents a chance for growth and learning. You possess the strength and discernment to overcome any challenge. Here's a prayer for direction, defense, and blessings. We approach you today, Jesus, with humble hearts. We seek your heavenly protection and guidance. You are our source of strength, the light that illuminates our lives and the guardian of our souls. We implore you to pour out your wisdom and kindness into our hearts. Please make it easier for us to follow you every day. We acknowledge your unwavering support, Jesus. You lead us through the highs and lows of life, watching over us like a devoted shepherd. Your gentle presence brings comfort when we're scared or lost. You help us rise when we fall, reminding us that we're never alone. You are our steadfast friend, supporting us during our most difficult times. We are grateful for your constant presence in our lives. In a world that constantly changes, you are the one constant. You anchor us like a strong anchor in a stormy sea. We feel the warmth of your affection enveloping us, giving us the courage to face whatever challenges lie ahead. We now call upon the angels of heaven. Please envelop us in your powerful defense. God appointed you as his messengers to keep an eye on us and guide our steps. Please protect us from any harm and peril, both visible and invisible. Join us as we go about our daily lives. Protect our thoughts and emotions from pessimism and hopelessness. Let your powerful wings act as a shield to keep out any danger that might befall us. Lead us all to make decisions that respect God's will and safeguard our loved ones. We humbly seek your pardon, Jesus. We acknowledge our imperfections and often fall short of meeting your expectations. We sincerely apologize for our transgressions and seek your forgiveness. As you have shown us compassion, teach us to forgive others. Help us release our anger, bitterness, and rage. Show us your sympathy and love so that we can radiate your generosity to everyone around us. Angels, we humbly request your guidance. Lead us in understanding God's plan for our lives. When we are uncertain about the path, provide us with clarity and the strength to persevere through challenging times. Encourage and enlighten us so that we can make choices aligned with God's will. Recognizing that each of us has a unique purpose, please help us trust in his plan for our lives. We will spread kindness wherever we go by walking in faith and love with your assistance. We believe we can shine brightly in the world if you lead us and God supports us. Jesus, we humbly seek your healing and prayer. You are the ultimate healer and the compassionate doctor. We recognize your ability to heal any physical or spiritual ailment. Please apply your healing touch to us so that we may regain our health. Provide comfort to those suffering, offering them the courage to endure their hardships. Offer them peace and help them find solace in your boundless love. Heal our heartaches so that we may move forward with hope and faith. We humbly seek the angel's solace. Please envelop us in your wings and keep us close when we feel lost, alone, or terrified. Help us find comfort in knowing that God is always by our side, never leaving us alone. Bring us joy when we are sad and serenity when we are agitated. Help us trust in God's divine plan for our lives and find solace in his presence. Your tender embrace can warm our hearts and calm our concerns. We also humbly request